Wow. Can I start by saying God bless America? Um, when I think back on my career, a quote comes from a famous book, comes to my mind. It's not about me. My career was successful and I was able to stand here today because the host of people that contribute to that success. First and foremost, thank you, God, for blessing me with the talent to receive this award, and thank you to the Hall of Fame and the voters for making it come to pass. Thank you very much. Ralph Wilson, wow. Mr. Wilson, you made all this possible. You treat your players like friends. You treat them with respect, not like an expendable merchandise. Everyone has probably heard that Ralph and I are like family. He refers to me as his adopted son, and I refer to him as my adopted father. One prayer is that we all see is hope Ralph being my brother one day up here on this podium in the National Pro Football League Hall of Fame. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Ralph. You are the greatest honor a player could have. God bless you, Mary, Ralph, and your entire wonderful family. Bill Polian. Congratulations to Bill Polian, Indianapolis Colts, for winning the Super Bowl. You took a chance on me. You designed the whole plan that allowed this to happen. You handpicked a group of guys that became friends, teammates, and warriors, and I thank you for that. I bet you never thought back when what a priceless deal you negotiated by putting all of us knuckleheads together. And thanks to John Butler for helping out with the cause too. Marv, contrary to the misconceptions that you may have regarding my expansive vocabulary or lack thereof, I believe that all these years you have made me confused with someone else, and that person would be Bruce. Sorry, Bruce, I really didn't mean to throw you under the bus, but you have come up with some doozies over the years. In the words of Bruce, that's water under the dam. Love you, Bruce. But for real, Marv, you are my inspiration. I wanted to play my best because I never wanted to disappoint you. You made me feel like every extra effort I made for the Bills was appreciated. Marv, I remember my first game against the Houston Oilers, against the Minnesota Vikings. I spiked the ball, and when I came over to the sideline, you were you had this look in your eye like you were very upset at me. And you grabbed me by my jersey and said, "Why did you spike the ball?" I said, "Coach, every little kid that ever watches football at least wants to do that at least one time in his career." And he said, "Well, that's great. Don't ever do it again. Act like you've been there before." And after that, I never spiked the ball again. So thank you, Mark. Elijah Pitts, you are definitely here with me today. You've always been there with me since 1988 until the day that you walked into that gym in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and said, "Thurman Thomas." As a bunch of us guys were playing basketball, you heard dead silence. I'm Elijah Pitts from the Buffalo Bills. I played with the Green Bay Packers and Vince Lombardi. Quickly, I raised my hand. I said, "Here I am, coach, right here." So I know Eli, if he were alive today, would definitely be a head coach in the National Football League. And if he was, I can definitely sit up here and say that I would probably be still in the National Football League coaching, because I would have loved to have been Elijah Pitts' running back. So to all the Elijah Pitts, his family, thank you very, very much for giving me the opportunity to treat me like family. To Pat Jones, my head coach in college. Had it not been for you rushing me over those 4 years, 30 to 40, and sometimes 40 to 50 times a game, I might have played more than 13 years. And thank you very much for having faith in me in my last 2 years, because there was another talented running back that played at Oklahoma State, Barry Sanders, Detroit Lions once again, who really taught me the meaning of hard work and dedication to try to be the best player that you possibly can. To Bill Shimmick, my running back coach, thank you for letting me be the player, not changing my running style, and just letting me be the offensive player that I was. To Neil Quillen, my high school football coach back in Missouri City, Texas. Won a state championship with you, Coach. Thank you for everything that you did for me, and I know that you're here out in the stands somewhere. Thank you very much. I love you. Teammates, wow, I can go on and on. Jim Kelly, Kent Hall, Cornelius Bennett, Steve Tasker, Don Beebe, Reuben Brown, James Lofton, Darryl Talley, Pete Messelars, Shane Conlon, Kenny Davis, Leonard Smith, John Davis, John Fina, John Kidd, Adam Linder, Chris Moore, Scott Norwood, Nate Odoms, Glenn Parker, Marlo Perry, Mark Pike, future Hall of Famer Andre Reed, Sam Rogers, future Hall of Famer Bruce Smith, Frank Reich, Butch Roll, and Will Warford, and also Ted Washington, the greatest teammate a family could ever have. Thank you. To the Bill staff, Abe, Hojo, Woody, and Bud, Bill trainers that kept me healthy, you always sit me out well equipped, except for that one time when you played tricks on me with my helmet. And friends from out of town, thanks to new friends and longtime friends. My Buffalo people, Houston, Oakland, Tucson, Arkansas, Orlando, Virginia, Miami, West Palm, Sarasota, Dallas, and South Carolina. You have come all from everywhere to be with me and my family. We love you all and feel your presence. I can't thank you all enough for spending your precious time and money to celebrate with me here today. In case you didn't know it, I grew up an only child. I met a girl at Oklahoma State, fell in love, and gained a giant new family. My brother-in-laws, Matt, Bobby, Dave, and John, my wonderful sister-in-law, Mickey, and my other sister-in-law are in-laws who we commonly referred to as the outlaws. My nieces and nephews, you all came and supported me every home game. You hugged me and loved me, win or lose. I may play with you a lot, but I didn't just gain in-laws back then in 1987. I gained a loving, supportive family, especially my father-in-law, Bob, and my mother-in-law, Pat. I love you both. Thank you. Thank you for treating me and loving me like a son and not just a celebrity. I would be remiss today if I did not completely thank all of our troops here in the States and abroad. You have relentlessly fought for our freedom and our safety. You are all my heroes. God bless you, and God bless you all, and bless those of you who lost your lives fighting for our freedom and safety. Growing up in Houston, I came from a football family. My dad, Thurman Sr., my uncle, Grady Cavness, and all my cousins that played. In 7th grade, I immediately had a huge group support. My dad, my stepmom, Mary, aunts and uncles on the Thomas and Cavness sides were always there cheering for me. I love you all. My stepdad, Gil, who passed away 5 years ago. Wow, do I miss him. I know he's here today with me. He's one of the greatest sports fans ever. I miss the conversation we've had every Sunday evening following the football games. My grandmother, Jessie Mae Thomas, I know you're here with me today too also. To all my stepbrothers and stepsisters on the Cockrell and Johnson side, I love you all. Big Nanny, Lavelle, you went that extra length to support me. Sherilyn, Chrissy, if I forgot anyone, know that it's not intentional. It's really, really scary up here. All my nieces and nephews in Houston, I love you guys all. My grandmother, Dorothy Cavness, I can still see prancing around the stadiums at all my games because you were too nervous to sit in your seat. You can stay seated today, baby, because it's all good. My mom, I love you, Mom. You've been my biggest fan since I was just a little guy. Not once did you ever miss anything, even if I made you mad. You still washed my jerseys, you went to games, cheered for me, showed me the meaning of unconditional love. You have made me grown from a child to the man. Even when I didn't want to grow up, I love you with all my heart. Someone once told me that I needed to enjoy every minute of my football career because when it ended, I would miss it. I look at all of you today, and every memory comes back. The memories are amazing, of a time when teammates were like brothers, regardless of race, religion, or politics. We all got in trouble just because how close we were. The wives didn't completely understand our camaraderie, which at least now I think most of them do. Carmen, Janine, Kim, Kay, Jill, Cindy, at least I hope you all do. With those memories lay dormant and everyday reminders, that fantastic run that are not in front of me, to feel that rush again, I just walk through the front doors of my house and see Olivia, my oldest daughter. When she comes home from school, my little University of Florida Gator, with her amazing heart and sense of responsibility, I'm sure her little brother and two sisters know that they could have been blessed with a more outstanding and loving role model. I love you, Olivia. To Angel, my free-spirited, beautiful, kind-hearted comedian. If Angel can't brighten your day, make you smile, then you have to be a pretty tough cookie. I can be madder than a junkyard dog, and she can make me laugh. I love you, Angel Pie. My 10-year-old sweet little Annika Lee. We wanted a boy so bad that we were blessed again with another girl. All I can say is thank you, God, for giving us that little girl. She is growing up to be just as loving and as beautiful as her sister. Annika Lee, I love you, baby. Last but not least, we decided to give it one more try. We prayed hard and we finally got our little man, Thurman III. He is everything that we had dreamed for, a blend of all five of us. Little Thurman, Daddy loves you, man. All right. To my wife, Patty, what a design only God could have planned. I was a senior at Oklahoma State when I met a freshman golfer from Buffalo, New York. We dated my senior year, and I got drafted to our hometown of Buffalo, New York. That's been almost 20 years. And I sit here today and I say thank you, Patty, my friend, my wife, my mother of my kids. It's been 20 years since we've been together. And I would like to take this time and this opportunity to let it be another 20 years that we can spend together, but also with the plan of asking you, will you marry me again? I love you. And in closing, to the fans of Buffalo, every guy has probably stood up here and in all of these Hall of Fame jackets and probably said that they have had the best fans in the world supporting you. I'm here to say that's hogwash. No fans are like my fans, like Bill's fans. You were all out there freezing, spending hard-earned money to cheer us on. You guys are the best. I don't know how to thank you for the support our team has shown over the years. It was a ride that none of us will ever forget, a ride we would all probably love to hop back on. Unfortunately, we can't buy tickets for that ride anymore, but we will always have those memories. To the city of Buffalo, to the Buffalo Bills organization, I love you. Thank you very much.